What the fuck? What's up, everybody? We'll just leave that in. Fuck it. Fuck it. What's up, YouTube? It's me, Tony Dubs, here with another awesome video about some shit. This shit. Right up your ass thing. So, the Fantastic Four trailer dropped. Kersploosh. And, well, I don't really give a shit. I never really gave a shit about the Fantastic Four. The movie looks interesting. I'll probably catch it on Netflix when it's on there like a month after it's in theaters because it sucks so bad. Maybe I'm wrong. It actually doesn't look that bad. I'm just saying that to troll you motherfuckers. Is it weird if I look at the screen like this? As you can like see triple me or infinite me? Is it weird? Does it work? Oh, wait. Infinite me. So, yeah. Anyways. Fantastic Four. First of all, I don't give a shit about Johnny Storm being that dude. The black guy. Who the fuck cares? He could be adopted. Get the fuck over it, you fucking nerds. He's a human storm. He catches on fire. The human storm. What the fuck am I talking about? He's the Human Torch. He fucking catches on fire. Who the fuck cares? Oh, but she's a brother. Well, you know what? Fucking white families adopt black kids all the time. Have you seen fucking Blindside? Just saying. It fucking happens, white people. Get the fuck over it. You know, yeah, there's plenty of black superheroes out there, but, you know, how many can you name? Huh? So why not, you know, when in the past the comic book companies haven't really pushed the black superheroes as hard, maybe. I don't know. I mean, you know, it's, you know, buy the shit. Just saying, but it doesn't matter. They're changing the whole fucking story anyway. Why are you fucking crying over Johnny Storm being black? The whole fucking story's different. It ain't Fantastic Four. It's fucking Interstellar 2 or some shit. I mean, yeah, there's 4 people, and they vaguely resemble what the Fantastic Four should be. But, I mean, you know, one guy can stretch, another guy's made out of rock, another guy catches on fire, and the chick goes invisible. I mean, I think we all know what the Fantastic Four is. Most of us, anyways. I mean, fuck. Like, I like to believe that racism isn't that bad anymore, even though I know that's not true. I mean, I try not to see color, but I do see faults in all races, in all communities. But a black man being the Human Torch is not worth getting mad over, people. We don't need to be racist just for the sake of being racist. I'm just saying. Let the man catch on fire. It might be a good movie. If you can get your racist head out of your racist ass. So, anyways. I don't understand why the bad guy has to be a hacker. Why he's got to be some fucking blogger just because that's what's hot right now. You know? Just because we're living in the digital age. Don't mean that the villain of your movie has to be some evil hacker that, you know, probably at the last minute they did a reshoot and had him tell some movie studio not to release a movie. You know, just try and stay relevant. Be a quick reshoot, like a day or two maybe. You know, you just throw something in there. South Park does that shit all the time. They can do it. But, I mean, and a lot of people, like, they hate on the original, well, I guess, the last two Fantastic Four movies that came out. There was another thing back in the day that we just don't talk about. We barely don't talk about the last two, but that one especially, you just kind of push it over there. That didn't happen. It happened, a few people saw it, but, you know, that doesn't count. Anybody that was a fan of WCW back in the days knows that if not a lot of people saw it, then it didn't fucking happen. So, God, where was I going with that? Hey, fuck you, you're watching. So, anyways, you know what the problem is? I'm doing this video with these awesome sunglasses I got from Loot Crate, but they're not prescription, and I have a horrible memory, so I got some notes here, but I can't really read them because I'm an idiot, and I wanted to look silly on a video, so bear with me. I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't. Not even looking at my notes. I don't fucking know. I mean, I know I hate the fact that the dude's a blogger. You know? Yeah, I don't know. The shit sucks. It doesn't make sense. I mean, at least what I was saying is the last two movies, at least they got that much right. You don't have to, you know, if you don't want to honor the source material, that's fine, but you got to at least, there's certain things that just make sense within the context of the story. Maybe this will make sense. Maybe it will. I'm sure it will. Hopefully. I mean, from the trailer, which was mostly B-roll footage and reaction shots from the movie, you didn't really, I mean, I know it was a teaser, but I mean, still, you know, we're in this age now where movies start getting promoted like 2 years before they come out, and like a year before you get the teaser, and then like 7 months before, where we are now, you get the official trailers. Like the ones that actually let you know what the fuck's going on. Now you motherfuckers at Fox fell behind on this shit. Your movie's coming out in 7 months, and this is the first motherfucking thing we got from it. Holy fucking shit. So we should get a little more than just a teaser at this fucking point in time, because this trailer is all B-roll. It's all reaction shots. It's all scenery, like the Star Wars trailer. That pissed me off too, but I wasn't making videos at the time. So here we are. Fuck you, Star Wars. Yeah, I fucking said it. That trailer was bullshit. Fuck all you people that licked its nuts. That trailer fucking sucked. I'm sorry, it did. Oh, there goes the Millennium Falcon, and there's a black guy in a stormtrooper outfit. Fuck me, who cares? Who fucking cares? There's a bitch riding a thing and a dude flying a thing, and they're all doing some shit, and they're on Tatooine, or what appears to be Tatooine, but nothing's really going on. There's a ball rolling across the screen. Where's he fucking going? I don't know, it doesn't matter. This trailer's about nothing. This gives us no synopsis. And that movie's coming out this year. I will say one thing, though. I do hate the announce it now and it comes out in 2020 type of shit. Fuck that. What the fuck's wrong with you, Hollywood? You can't anticipate people. You can't build up the hype for fucking 5 years. They did that shit with The Dark Knight. It was like 2 years of fucking hype. Which, it was a fucking awesome movie, and luckily, they had that AR campaign to go along with it. That was fun, going around cities and looking for shit, you know, watching fake news stories online. That was cool, but we're just announcing shit and then waiting. It's like, oh, we'll tell them we're making it, and then we'll fucking change the date and add an extra year and a half onto the shit. Thank you, Batman v Superman. But fuck you, Zack Snyder. Man, my buzz done went from happy to crazy. You know, if I was the kind to do jump cuts, there would have been one right before, yeah, like in between that shit. So yeah, whatever I just said, all that shit's true. I'm tired of it taking so long. Don't, surprise us. How about you surprise us? Remember there was a time when you would find out, like when the the first Ninja Turtles movie came out, like we didn't know until like 8 months before it happened. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's this awesome movie coming out that you're all going to want to see, and it's not that far away. But, now they say, hey, we're working on Batman v Superman, and it's coming out in 2015, and then a few months later, oh, we were kidding, it's coming out in 2016, and we've got all these other movies coming out in 18 and 19 and 20, and Marvel's got 50 million things going on. We gotta wait for all of them. Anyways, if you're gonna make us wait like that, just give us more shit. And back to the Fantastic Four. That was the thing that pissed me off about this trailer, is they've been quiet as fuck about this thing. Been keeping it to themselves. Hush hush. Which could either mean it's really good and innovative, or it's the worst piece of shit ever. We'll see in 7 months. But again, my reaction, the trailer was all B-roll. It looked nuts. It did nothing for me. It did not get me excited. If anything, it got me mad that it wasted my time. But, I took a hit and I was good with it. Man, I guess that's about it. I mean, at this stage in the game, we should have had... And you know what? Fuck the voiceover, too. Fuck that voiceover. Are we not done with that shit? Oh, yeah, and the whole gritty superhero movie thing, the dark, brooding superhero movie thing, Dark Knight started it all. And now every fucking superhero movie has to be dark. Fantastic Four, which again, I was never a huge fan of the comics, but it always seemed like a lighthearted, kind of silly take on superheroes. Like, I thought it was always kind of supposed to be humorous, and it just doesn't look that way to me. Like, if anything, that property should be a silly superhero movie. That's why I didn't mind the last two movies. They weren't great, they weren't good, but at least I felt like they conveyed the Fantastic Four in the way that I'd always seen them as a casual fan. I didn't hate them, I just was never really into them. So, I mean, but I got an open mind. I'm going to probably see it, maybe in theaters, just because I'm a sucker for gimmicky 3D. So, sue me, I don't care what you think about me. Obviously. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree that the trailer was bullshit, or can you explain some of the story to me just by the trailer? I've read the synopsis. I know what the movie's about, but I'm saying, just like before, I didn't even know that until after I watched the trailer, because I was like, what the fuck's this movie about? I gotta go watch the synopsis now. So anyways, let me know if you've only seen the trailer, which I will put in the link below if you haven't seen it yet. I mean, we're under a fucking rock. But let me know before you go read a synopsis if you came up with what the movie's about just by watching the trailer. If that's the only exposure you've had, let me know if you had that experience. Because I mean, again, I know it's a teaser, but 7 months away from the movie, we should have a lot more than that. Just saying. We should have an official trailer that lets you know what the fuck's happening without some cryptic fucking voiceover that just says a bunch of vague shit about humanity and how our curiosity is going to end up being our demise and all this cliche bullshit. Oh, fuck. I mean, I'm usually not that type of person. And I know I'm going on a rant here, and I should keep this video short. It's probably long as fuck already, but I can't see the time because I don't have my glasses. And, anyways, let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the like button, follow me on social media, check out the podcast. Don't get it twisted on Stitcher and iTunes. We're making a comeback this week. We're coming back. That's what making a comeback means. We're going to record an episode, and then we're going to record a bunch more episodes in the weeks to come, and eventually we'll call it a comeback against LL Cool J's wishes. Thanks for watching, and I don't know. Can't see to click the stop recording button because I don't have my glasses on. So just imagine that I said something clever here. Peace.